In our daily lives, we often find ourselves in a curious dance between what we know is right and what we actually do. Each of us has a sense of what is good for us, whether it's eating healthy food, managing our anger, or making time for meaningful connections with others. Yet, despite knowing these truths, we frequently stray down a path that can lead us to choices we later regret. Why does this happen? It begins with desires and temptations, those little whispers in our minds that promise immediate satisfaction, but lead us away from our best selves. Think about a time when you were craving junk food, even though you knew it wasn't good for your body. Those cravings might feel overpowering, almost like a force guiding you. Or consider moments of frustration when someone cuts you off in traffic. That rush of anger can feel so justified, even if we understand deep down that reacting in anger won't bring us peace. What we often don't realize is that these impulses stem from thought patterns that have taken root in our minds. The journey of a spiritual life hinges upon discipline, an inner commitment to living righteously, not just knowing what righteousness entails. Recognizing this brings us to a pivotal point. We must first acknowledge the presence of these tendencies within us. When we blame external circumstances or other people for our choices, we remain trapped in a cycle of avoidance. It is only when we accept that we have a pattern that leads us away from our better judgment that we can truly begin the work of transformation. Here's where awareness becomes our most powerful ally. With effort, try to cling on to this awareness at the weakest point. The next time you feel that familiar pull towards temptation, pause for a moment and breathe. This minute of stillness can open a gateway to deeper understanding. As you observe your thoughts arising at that moment, the craving for junk food, the urge to lash out in anger, notice the sequence of thoughts that come before the action. Perhaps it's a feeling of stress that drives the need for comfort food, or a sense of injustice that fuels the anger. By observing, rather than reacting, you start to unravel the threads of these thought patterns. Over time, with consistent practice of this kind of awareness, the grip of those disruptive thoughts begins to lessen. Just like a river that has been dammed for far too long, the flow of your energy will return to its natural state of calm and clarity. With patience and dedication, those once overwhelming impulses start to fade, and the path of disciplined righteousness becomes clearer and more inviting. Keep in mind, this isn't about perfection or never slipping up. It's about showing up for yourself every day, honoring your intentions, and gently steering your mind back to that space of awareness when it strays. Imagine, for instance, a musician who practices diligently to master their instrument. Each note played with intention sharpens their skill and brings forth beautiful music. Similarly, with every act of awareness we cultivate, we tune ourselves to the melody of a more harmonious life. So, as you walk your unique path, remember that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that can observe them. Embrace the discipline of watching your mind and honoring the righteous path. In doing so, you not only uplift yourself, but you contribute to the collective growth of humanity. Return to this space of awareness daily, and in time, you will find the strength to rise above temptation and live a life filled with fulfillment and joy.